Next is the analysis of hair direction, which refers to the direction in which animal hair grows. When painting the direction, we can start by painting the main trends. We don't need to paint too much, just the overall direction is enough. Also, try to evenly distribute the density while painting. You'll notice that the hair direction on the abdomen is quite different from the body hair. To distinguish between them, we can use different colors for marking. To avoid confusion and ensure clarity in direction, we can add small arrow indicators to represent the direction. When analyzing the direction, it's important to note some variations. For instance, on the abdomen, the outermost direction may be outward, while the innermost direction is downward. These differences can be highlighted using different colors. Moving on to the hind legs direction analysis, you can switch to different colors for clarity. You may find a whorl at the joints of the hind legs, and the direction of the hair extends around the whorl. When marking the direction, avoid continuous markings. Instead, separate them to facilitate observation. When marking the direction, the lengths can vary. The direction tends to be downward at the front, but the direction near the rear part is backward and slightly drooping. The direction in the middle part of the thighs may show a parting effect, which should also be marked. The hair direction on the front shoulders is related to the structure. You'll observe that the direction mainly goes backward at the front and goes forward at the rear, forming a gathering effect in the middle. Through observation, we'll find the areas where the hair gathers in the middle are the most protruding parts of the model. We may analyze multiple references here. By analyzing multiple references, you'll notice that the hair in this area tends to converge towards the center. Moving on to the direction of the legs, you'll find a clear structure at the connection between the front shoulders and the legs, so the direction follows this structure. It starts by going downward, then forms an arc towards the back. We can see that the direction of the front part of the front legs is going downward because of the structure. At the junction of the structure, it starts going backward, and further back, it's going upward. Next is the hair direction of the hind legs. The hair direction of the hind legs grows around the structure. With the directions at the rear converging upwards. Because wolves often lie on the ground, the hair direction on the hind calf may be more random. After completing the analysis of the side view, the next step is to analyze the direction in the front view. Firstly, let's analyze the hair direction on the neck. In the front view, the direction of the neck hair may appear somewhat chaotic, with a lot of detail. When analyzing randomly oriented hair, it's important to determine the overall direction first. Like wolves, the overall direction of the neck hair tends to be parted to the sides, with random directions within that. When analyzing such chaotic directions, it's essential to consider the previous overall reference. If the overall reference tends to be chaotic and random, then the randomness of other parts should be enhanced in analysis. If the overall reference appears smooth, then during analysis, it's necessary to reduce the random effect. For example, The current wolf reference is primarily smooth. Therefore, there's no need to enhance randomness in the neck reference. Maintaining the original reference is sufficient. In the front view of the legs, there may be a parting effect in the middle, mainly occurring at the concave parts of the legs. Mark the directions based on these concave areas. The hair direction on the chest is primarily parted towards both sides, and the directions on each side may be asymmetrical. All such asymmetrical directions should be marked. Don't just analyze a half, as asymmetrical hair directions need to be replicated in later stages of production for a more realistic and natural look. In the top view, the hair direction on the neck tends to be parted towards both sides, with the parting effect becoming weaker towards the back. Moving on to the analysis of the hair direction on the head, let's start with the side view. The direction on the top of the head in the side view mainly goes backward, slightly downward. Below the eyes, the direction follows the structure of the cheekbones. While the direction on the cheeks generally goes downward. Now, let's examine the hair direction around the muzzle. The direction in the front of the muzzle goes backward. And it's gradually becoming forward as we move to the back, creating a blending effect between the two directions. The direction below the muzzle converges towards the center, with the direction in the front part of the muzzle going forward and the direction at the rear going backward. At the back of the muzzle, the direction forms a converging effect, which can be further refined. Next is the analysis of hair direction around the eyes, which radiates outward. There is a parting effect between the left and right sides of the eyes. The direction on the left primarily goes forward, while on the right side, the direction revolves around the cheekbone structure. Moving to the front view, the hair direction on the nasal bridge goes backward, with the middle part of the bridge separated to both sides. The direction at the rear nasal bridge goes forward, while the direction of the muzzle primarily goes backward. Due to the variety of changes in direction, multiple colors can be used for marking. The hair directions around the eyes radiate outwards from the eyes. The directions in the middle converge towards the center. The direction above the eye primarily goes towards the right. And it forms a gathering effect with the lower directions at the corners of the eyes. The directions of the white area above the eyes are apparently different, leaning more towards the right. The direction between the two eyes converges towards the middle. And then it separates apart on the top of the head. The directions on the sides of the head mainly go outward, while the middle part goes upward with slight parting. Finally, let's analyze the direction of the neck hair. The direction at the lower neck mainly goes downward, with some randomness in the middle. The hair on top mostly goes backward, with the hair at the top leaning slightly upward. That's all for the hair direction analysis.